So now that we've got courses created and we've got something to see, let's talk about the learning management system. Now, Wayfinder has a complete learning management system set up. What does that mean? That means that not only are courses that you've generated and you've created are going to be published, but you can also add SCORM-based courses. You can add live courses. All these can be added to your learning management system so they can be utilized and accessed. So they can be utilized and part of your training. Okay, so we're looking at this as a tenant admin. So this is Jenny Holyoke, and she has lots of people in her tenant. If you want to see what it looks like for a learner, let's look at Josh. So Josh, we can see we've only got a few courses that have been published, and these are the courses that he can see. Okay. All right. So with Wayfinder, let's first look at what you can set up with operations. So under operations, here you can see you've got your package uploads. This is where you can select your SCORM or xAPI, add the package title, the description, add a header URL if you want, image URL, drop a header image right there if you need it. And then we also have your audience, so internal, customer, or partner. And then you can apply it to a very specific learning path. So this will add it to every learning path that's there. So this is a generic course. You want it available to all your learning paths. You can do that, or you can select a specific learning path. And those are the learning paths that are available. And then you would drop the SCORM API package right here, or you can click choose package, and that'll let you select your zip file. So that's how you would upload a SCORM or an xAPI course. Okay, so next we have an instructor-led course. So with the instructor-led course, here you're able to add this is going to be a live course. You can add the course title, the description, the header image, drop it right there, and then format. It can either be remote, in-person, or hybrid. And then you've got your audience, internal, customer, or partner. And then you can again choose all learning paths or a specific learning path. And this will place it within the core, within the learning path. So the goal here is that with your learning paths, you have courses where everyone's learning a very specific thing they want to do. If you'd rather have it just be a generic one-off course, then you would put it in your individual courses. And then you hit create course, and you're off to the races. All right, so now that I've got that course done, I can go to my instructor skills. And then here, I can select my instructor. So I've only got one instructor that's been defined, and that's Charles. And I can make him qualified for this particular course. Now this is going to be important. So I save this skill set. And then if I go to schedule, I'm going to select my instructor-led course, session title, Be Awesome in Class. This is going to be, I'm going to start this on June 16th. We're going to start this at 9 a.m. And then it's going to end June 18th. Sorry, started on June 18th, going to end on June 18th at 5 p.m. Time zone is going to be Los Angeles. Format is going to be in person. Room location, room C, building 12. If this was a remote location, I can add my remote URL here. And instructor is set to TBD by default, but because I have set my instructor skills for this particular course, I've got an instructor I can assign. And then seats, I can set to 16 and schedule the session. So now if I go to my calendar, I can see my courses showing up in the calendar. All right. Now these tools that you have with operations and calendar, the calendar anyone should be able to see. With operations, this is going to be available to anyone that is a tenant admin, an editor, or a coordinator. Those are the roles that are going to be applying here. And that is the LMS.